Grand rising, grand evening, ashe to your day. This is Sean Speaks, and today I want to discuss how to get your wishes fulfilled using the AAA method. We know AAA as a roadside assistance service. This service will be there if you need a tow or a jump start, or you lock your keys in your car, or if you get a flat tire. But today I want to discuss AAA as a brain health tool to assist you in living a life of freedom from burdens, stress, and worry about whether you will get what you want or desire. If you haven't, please watch my reel on Practice Being You as a supplement to this discussion. The link will be below. In that reel, I discuss giving yourself permission to practice being you without the obligation of needing a specific outcome. In that reel, I advise you to blur your outcomes and blur your desires as a brain technique tool to decrease worry, anxiousness, and depression, and to begin to live in the truth of who you truly think yourself to be. Many of us have wants or desires, but we get stuck in a place of wanting or desiring, but never receiving what we want or desire. We have wishes about our lives, but we never live in the fulfillment of those wishes. Our brains gets used to us wanting, but it also gets used to us never receiving. Our brains get used to us wishing, but it also gets used to us never fulfilling the wishes. Therefore, our brain gets us stuck in a pattern of thinking and acting that causes us to want but not receive or have. So we literally get stuck in a reality loop of life where we are always wanting but never receiving or having. We literally become frustrated with our desires. Have you ever been frustrated with your desires? Have you ever wanted something so badly that you became frustrated and just said, forget about it? But then secretly within, you still wanted it, but you just can't see how that desire or that wish can become reality in your life. Think about what I'm saying. Have you ever found yourself year after year, month after month, wanting something, but never seeming to ever break through to actually having what you want? You want a better marriage with your partner, but you two seem to be stuck in a reality of a bad marriage. He or she keeps treating you badly, you keep taking bad behavior, and your brain keeps giving you a legitimate reason to keep showing up in life in this bad relationship, accepting bad behavior. This inner frustration can act as emotional trauma to your mind. If you have not watched my reel, How Trauma Gets You Stuck, you may want to watch it. It's as a supplement to this video. The link also will be below. I want to teach you something that I'm learning about wanting or wishing that you may not have ever noticed. When you want or wish for something, you immediately create two realities for your life: what you wish for and what you don't want. You create fulfillment and insufficiency simultaneously. You create enough and not enough. This is true no matter what you want for or wish for. If I say I want a new car, I just created an insufficiency reality or a not enoughness about the car that I have in my mind. But I've also created a fulfillment reality in my mind when it comes to cars. When you want or wish for something, you are telling yourself there is an insufficiency in a certain area in your life, but you are also telling yourself there is a fulfillment too. It's what you do and how you think about life after announcing that wish to yourself that determines what grows, either the fulfillment reality or the insufficiency reality. Your thought power created the two realities. So it's your thoughts power that can choose the fulfillment reality as well. But a lot of times we don't realize our agency in our lives because we get stuck fighting and giving all of our energy to the insufficiency reality instead of feeding and giving energy to our fulfillment reality. What do you think grows more? Whatever you give your energy to. I don't want to discuss it too much in this video, but one day I will do a video on how your brain likes to conserve energy. Your brain has lazy tendencies. So if it can patternize something for you to use less energy, it will. For example, you wake up and you brush your teeth the same way probably every day. Your brain has developed a pattern for toothbrushing so that it doesn't have to figure out how to do this for you every day. Your brain loves automation. This is why it's critical that you observe and disrupt, if necessary, your patterns of thinking and behaving that are not serving to grow your fulfillment reality in your life. Because your brain, yes, it will automate you into thinking and behaving in ways where you easily find yourself constantly trapped in patterns of sadness, depression, anxiousness, pissed offness at life, bad marriages, toxic relationship over and over again. But for now, I just want you to remember this about the brain. Your brain likes to conserve energy, so it likes patterns in thinking and acting. Many of us are stuck in the pattern of asking but never receiving. But we don't realize it. Or if we do realize it, we don't think it's anything we can do about it. Your brain actually thinks it's helping you when it gets you stuck in these patterns of thinking and these patterns of behaving. The best way to control the patterns your brain gets stuck in is to train your brain to simulate outcomes and desires that blur what you want with what you don't want. And that practice being you real, I mentioned that I indicated that if you can learn to blur your outcomes and blur your desires, you can train your emotions. You can stop unwanted outcomes from breaking you emotionally. You can stop outcome attachments. You can eliminate your fear to act. And you can give yourself permission to practice being you. Many of us are frustrated right now in our lives. We want to do something or be something, but we doubt ourselves. We doubt whether we are ready. We doubt whether we will get the support from others. And we doubt whether we can have the blessing or have the wish fulfilled. This doubt causes us to get stuck in the worry of what the outcome will be. That's outcome attachment. We don't want to act unless we can be sure the blessing is coming. So we get stuck in the same behavior patterns that lure us into believing the blessing is on standby or on its way. But in truth, the blessing will never actually arrive in our lives because we are stuck in an unproductive, unproducible pattern, but we don't know it. Our brain has this hippocampus, which is where our memories are stored. So pain becomes a memory. And because we have experienced disappointments before that have caused us pain, we then let fear of new action cripple us from taking this new action because we don't want to experience that pain again. So now we stay stuck even more in unproductive, unproducible patterns and thinking and patterns of acting, and we do it as a protection mechanism. When you let fear stop you from doing or thinking something different, you are not allowing expansion into your life. You are literally constricting your life. You are trapped in what I call asking mode or wishing mode or wanting mode. Asking mode is wanting or the wishful thinking mode. I want a bigger house, but yet you are still in the same house from 20 years ago. I want a better relationship, but yet you keep picking the same guy or gal and keep getting yourself stuck in the same kind of relationships that cause you hurt and pain over and over again. I want a better marriage, but yet you are stuck in a toxic marriage, hating to go home every day where you pay the bills. I want a better job, but yet you keep showing up for the same job that gives you ulcers and make you sick, you are stuck in a want. I want, but you're also stuck in I never get, I never have, I never get my wishes fulfilled. If you can relate to anything that I'm saying today, help your sister out and comment and let me know. If you have experienced this, then this means your brain is stuck in a loop conserving energy for you. Your brain actually thinks that it's helping you. You have to notice this loop so that you can stop the loop and retrain the brain. To go from wanting, i.e. asking, wishing mode, you have to allow your brain to go into alignment mode. In this alignment mode, you begin to see yourself as a creator or co-creator of your life. Now, this is necessary to build mental wealth. This is necessary to change the mental game of your life. You can assist your brain into alignment mode by using your brain's ability to simulate. Mental simulation is your mind's ability to imagine you taking certain action and simulating different possible or probable outcomes before you actually do anything, before you actually take any action. Imagination is your superpower. This is a powerful brain tool we all have, but many of us, including myself, don't use it in an intentional way. We only use it to cause worry, depression, or anxiousness in our lives. I am talking about intentionally directed mental simulation, using your imagination to make you a more powerful, creative being. You can intentionally direct mental simulation through visualization, or if you're not a visual person, because I'm not always that visual either, you can write it down, or you can record yourself. Take your phone and start recording yourself. Just visualize, write out, or record all the possible outcomes that can happen if you take a certain action that right now you might be afraid of. This type of mental simulation blurs the outcome possibilities and blurs your desires within the brain. This is how you throw a monkey wrench in that loop of wanting but never receiving, wishing but never having your wishes fulfilled, and you move yourself into from asking mode into aligning mode. By blurring the outcomes and blurring the desires, you start to align yourself with whatever shows up in your life because you have already simulated that as a probable or a possible outcome, and you have already opened yourself to those unwanted desires and those unwanted outcomes without them making you depressed, anxious, or worried. This is because when unwanted desires show up in your life, and because you see yourself more as a creator or co-creator, you know that you have more agency and authority in your life and in what shows up in your life. Once you get to alignment mode, the next most powerful mode to live in is the allowance mode. This is the mode where no matter what happens in your life, you can use your thinking power to have it serve your fulfillment reality. Everything serves your fulfillment reality. This is powerful, y'all. Everything serves your fulfillment reality. You use the power of thoughts to interpret every outcome without resistance, and you interpret it in support of your wishes fulfilled. Whatever shows up in your life, good, bad, ugly, disappointing, etc., is still in furtherance of your wishes fulfilled. You can use it. So remember the AAA modes. Asking mode, that's wanting or wishing. Alignment mode, that's getting connected to your creative mode. And allowing mode, you can use anything. Start to recognize when you are stuck in asking or wishing mode so you can move yourself into alignment where you can begin to see your own agency and authority in your life. Once you are in allowing mode, you will notice that disappointments in your life reduce in duration and in frequency because you see and appreciate your own creative power in your life. If you would like to schedule a time with me to take the brain health test to see what brain type you are and what brain directed supplements, books, classes are best to increase your mental wealth. Remember, brain health is mental wealth. Schedule a time to meet with me, or better yet, get some of your good girlfriends or some of your good guy friends together and schedule a group call with me, and let me walk you through taking the brain health test. It's free with no obligation. Just click the link below and get on my calendar. Remember, brain health is mental wealth. Also, I have started a Facebook group called Change the Mental Game with Sean Speaks. That will have more detailed content like this one that are based on some of the reels that I release. This group, I'm going to have to admit, is not for everyone, but it is for individuals who feel excluded by society or who feel they can never have what they want or have their wishes fulfilled. And they are ready to live in their wishes fulfilled today, and who are ready to change their mental game to wealth-mindedness. A link to the group is below. Ashe, mental game changers, ashe. And may what you say manifest in your life today. Ashe.